Hi, thanks for checking out the video. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Hello friends and students. Welcome back to Indian sheet music and guitar tabs. Today we're going to play the song Taare. Some beautiful singing there to get us started off. Okay, this piece is in the meter of 4/4 and we are in the key of A major. Okay, what we're going to do is study the guitar or the introduction. And then we'll study this little flute melodic interlude that occurs at measure 19. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, off. Okay, very good. So let's begin with the guitar or the introduction. Second finger, 4th string, the 2nd fret, letter E. After that, we're going to play the 4th finger on the 3rd string at the 4th fret, letter B. Then staying on the 3rd string, 1st finger, 3rd string, 1st fret, letter G sharp. Now, staying on the 3rd string, 2nd finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret, letter A. So we have 4 notes. Now if you repeat that 4-note passage 2 times, the rhythm's a little different, but the same 4 notes, you will make the first measure. Then the second measure is exactly the same thing. So second measure is the same as the first. And then in the third measure, we will conclude the melody by putting our 4th finger on the 3rd string at the 4th fret, letter B. So let me put together the introduction, which is 3 measures long. I'll count to 4. 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Now let's move to the flute. Alright, this will begin with the 4th finger. Let's say at the 10th fret of the 1st string, letter D, and then the 9th fret of the 1st string, letter C sharp, and then the 7th fret of the 1st string, letter B. Now we have to move to the 2nd string and play the 9th fret, letter G sharp, and then staying on the 2nd string, 4th finger, 10th fret, letter A. Now we're going to move back to the 1st string, letter B. That was at the 7th fret. And now the 3rd finger on the 3rd string at the 9th fret, letter E. Now I'm going to use my 4th finger to play on the 1st string at the 9th fret, letter C sharp. So this makes the first 2 measures. I'll review in slow motion. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the next 2 measures are exactly the same, except instead of ending on a C sharp at the 9th fret of the 1st string, you end on an E on the 12th fret of the 1st string. So I will play the measure, let's say 3 and 4 of the flute melody, excuse me, and you will notice that instead of ending, it's the same as measure 1 and 2, except instead of ending on a C sharp, we're going to end on a high E at the 12th fret of the first string. Okay, so let me do this and then we'll have a short little discussion. 3 and 4 and rest. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as usual on guitar, there are many ways that we can finger these types of things. Let's see an example. So that was the same melody with a different fingering. And what I want to bring your attention to is, even though I use the same notes, in some cases I will use different fingers. Like the first time through I ended on the 3rd finger on this letter E, but the second time through I ended on the 2nd finger. And occasionally we were playing the C sharp with the 3rd finger, but in one case I used the 4th finger. And this is mostly to enable me to make the smoothest possible transition from one note to the next, to make my melody have no holes or audible gaps in them as my fingers are transitioning in some less than efficient way. So, in other words, we can play the same notes with different fingers of the fingerboard hand, and sometimes we should, depending on the shape of the line. Okay, so to review, we learned this introduction melody. Then we learned the flute part that comes in measure 19. Okay, now I'm sure to round it out, you would like to learn the chords of the song. And those you can learn by studying the sheet music and tablature I have provided in the video. Okay, you can also use the sheet music and tablature to review what we presented in this lesson, because sometimes I am going too fast, or it's just easier to look at the sheet music and freeze it on the screen or take a screenshot sometimes when you are practicing. Okay, very good. So now, with these items, I hope you will have the tools to study well and have fun.